Hi guys, this will be a first short look video on Pass Aleph P17 clone that I just got in my mail. I haven't powered it on yet, but I've opened it to check for the transport damage and everything seems to be fine. So let's take a look at the device. In front we have a power switch, and we have a set of LED lights that will be giving us status of the power. We will have IR receiver somewhere over here and a couple of LEDs indicating chosen input. We have a volume control knob here, and we have an input selector knob here. The front of the device looks like that, with nice plastic stripe that looks like it's just a decoration. So, nothing to see on the sides of the device, nothing to see on the top of the device. So let's take a look at the back of the device. We have two sets of balanced line inputs with XLR connectors, and we have one set of balanced outputs. We also have two sets of single-ended RCA inputs and one set of RCA outputs. And here we have a power socket with integrated fuse compartment. This preamplifier is fully balanced, meaning that this would be your primary choice for working with this preamplifier, and you'd probably also want to use balanced outputs. The top lid is quite thick, it's almost 3 mm thick, it's solid metal. I really like the build quality on all chassis of the clones that I've been reviewing. So, if we will take a look inside, the build was already covered by Frank from Frank's Werkstatt, and he checked the PCB to be basically one-to-one clone, one-to-one copy of the original Pass Aleph P17 design, with one notable exception being the volume control, because the volume control here is realized by balanced ALPC Alps potentiometer, motorized potentiometer, because this unit comes with a plastic remote. And original Pass Aleph P17 was using resistor ladder to precisely control the volume. So that's the only difference that Frank was able to find. And let's take a look at the device inside. Here we have a toroidal transformer that's powering the preamplifier. It's using nice shielding, and it's powered from the separate board that controls the power switch and delivers the 6 volts power supply to the volume control and relays that are controlling the input selection. So this is the main transformer, this is the small board. Let's zoom in for the power control with NTC, and here we have a preamplifier board. Preamplifier board, as I said, is completely balanced, so the outputs are balanced. You may probably see that these guys have the minus, the ground and plus connectors, and the same goes for inputs. The inputs are also fully balanced. You have minus, plus, ground and minus connectors. The switches are used to control the gain of the preamplifier, and they are also present on the original Pass Aleph P17, and that means that I need to download the manual for the original to check for the settings here, because this one doesn't come with any kind of manual. I may take a look at the seller's offer, because maybe there is something written in the offer description about those, though I don't remember seeing anything there. The small guys, the small electrolytic caps that you can see here, are all Nippon chemicals. These large ones are Nichicons. Each one is rated for 3300 microfarads and 80 volts. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, you should be able to see that. Yeah. So what caught my attention when I was browsing through offers on Aliexpres were photos of the internal build with these large banks of MKP capacitors. Each one of them is rated for 10 microfarads, and these are all Arbenic made capacitors. These are not exactly top quality components, but they are quite good. I think I saw them in some crossovers for B&W speakers. They were either Bevenby or Benning, I'm not sure. But if you'd like to replace them with something better, that would be an easy job, because all of them are easily accessible. And what else can we see here? We can see transistors, and let's zoom in and try to, yeah, let's try to get, yeah. So on one hand, the build here looks quite easy, quite simple. On the other hand, it works with very interesting idea, with very interesting concept, and you may learn more about that in Frank's video. Well, after doing some burn-in for this preamplifier, I'll be getting back to you with my full review that will be including the sound quality of this unit. Now, in the description of the video, I will link to the store that I got that one from. This one was also coming from recommendations from you guys. So there is more than a couple of guys that already own this preamplifier, and they are all giving, let's say, positive feedback about that one. So all necessary links are in the video description. I will also place links for additional coupon codes in video description, because I was able to create another custom coupon code campaign, meaning that you'll be able to use some additional discounts if you'll be buying this preamplifier or other equipment that I'm reviewing. Also many other things that I'm not reviewing because the codes seem to be universal, but it is what it is. So if you've seen something interesting here, if you have noticed something that I've missed, give me a shout in the comments and I will update the video description. I'm very curious about the sound quality of this preamplifier, because this one is one of the rare preamplifiers that are truly fully balanced inside. Most of the preamplifiers that I got from Aliexpres, with few notable exceptions, are internally single-ended, which is not a bad thing. If it was designed as a single-ended preamplifier and the design was thought to be like that, then it will sound good. Also, balanced preamplifiers will sound good if they were designed this way from scratch. I don't necessarily like the preamplifiers that are single-ended inside, but they are using balanced inputs, because these balanced inputs and outputs are usually using additional operational amplifiers just for signal conversion. Which basically means that in such case it's usually better to just use single-ended inputs and outputs. Which reminds me of one more thing. If you take a look at the back of the device, yep, you'll notice 3 small PCBs for inputs and outputs. And this one looks like it's broken. It was actually cut down because we have a mounting chassis screw on top of it, and the screw would be touching and possibly damaging the PCB. So this is actually not any kind of accidental damage. This is something that was done by design. It may not look very nice, but as an engineer, I think it's a great solution because it works and it doesn't make any problems. It doesn't cause any problems with connection quality for the plugs. So yeah, and by the way, we have relays controlling outputs here, the white guys in the back, yeah, and these are, as you can see, Omron relays, so quite nice choice. Yep. So if you've noticed anything interesting that I've missed in my short description, give me a shout and I will update the description of the video. Thank you guys and see you next time. And shout out to Frank.